You can float a loan from the Houston Bank for maybe $35,000 for 2 years. Call them. You have savings bonds with $60,000. Cash them in.
Well, Tina, honey, hold on. What do you know about high finance?
You have 78 acres of land you haven't used in 4 years. Sell it. You should get around $120,000 for it. All this money can help the oil leases and the taxes. The cattle seem okay, but sell off the Mercedes and the Cadillac and you should be in better shape.
Tina, honey, I'm amazed. How did you manage to figure this out?
Sure enough, leave it to a woman's insight to solve men's problems. Oh, Billy Jim, you need to invest another $3.99.
On what?
I need more nail polish.
Bill Landing continuing on with our 2015 Halloween show here on Interesting Individuals. And it's time to just take a look at some facts going on. I've been doing some surveys about what are the most popular cities in Halloween time in America. We're going to take a look. All right. Number 10 is Cleveland, Ohio. The Fear Experience, Cleveland's Scariest Haunt, puts a warning on their website and discourages visitors if they're going to come and be too scared. You can also take a haunted Cleveland ghost tour of the Torso murders that retraces the timeline and cites one of America's very first serial killers. Number 9 is Charleston, South Carolina. The Battery Carriage House Inn and the Dock Street Theater are thought to inhabit the ghosts and spirits of Civil War soldiers as well as headless horsemen. Las Vegas is number 8. The city has turned to the dark side with 2 attractions featured. The Macabre Theater, the Asylum, and Hotel Fear are also some scary attractions. And the Flamingo Hotel is where former owner and well-known gangster Bugsy Siegel is said to roam the presidential suite and the pool of his hotel. 7 is Chicago. Chicago has great trick-or-treating in the city and also has a haunted history. The Great Chicago Fire and stories of gangsters, including Al Capone, have given quite a haunted reputation to the city. You can also take a tour of the haunted Bachelor Cemetery and try to catch a glimpse of the White Lady. 6. Atlanta, Netherworld. This 15-year-old haunted attraction is recommended for adults and teens only. Its different houses and dark themes makes it a popular attraction that keeps visitors coming back. There's also such haunted locations in Atlanta as the Antebellum Plantation and the Oakland Cemetery. 5. Portland, Oregon. Portland has some great trick-or-treating as well, and it has the famous Shanghai Tunnels and Pittock Mansion. Portland also has scary figures to be seen dancing down some of its deserted streets. 4. San Antonio, Texas. The haunted historic stories behind the Alamo, the Governor's Mansion, and the Menger Hotel make it quite popular. Stop by the Crown Plaza St. Anthony, where there have been numerous stories of sightings of strange, shadowy outlines, feelings of a presence in some rooms, and the opening and closing of doors. 3. San Francisco. Take a drive out over the city on the Bay Bridge at night at Halloween, around the lower deck towards Oakland, and you may also have the experience that some drivers say they have, and that is that ghosts are knocking on their door windows, car windows. Some also say that they have seen a headless man running up and down the bridge. Number 2, Denver. Denver is host of some well-known haunted attractions, the main one being the 13th floor. Its realistic effects and unlucky number give it a creepiness all of its own. Denver is also known for some great festive decorative trick-or-treating neighborhoods like Cherry Creek, Hilltop, and Congress Park. And the number 1 city to celebrate Halloween in the United States is Philadelphia. You can go to the Maniac Society Hill and Rittenhouse Square. Philadelphia has also some scary Haunted asylums. The spine-tingling old abandoned mental institution of the Penhurst Asylum has been an attraction for many years. So Philadelphia is the place to go. So a look at some of the top cities where Halloween traditions and ghosts and spooks and all types of other things take place. Stay tuned. As always, every Halloween, Sue Copeland is really generous with letting us use costumes and work on things for the program. But we haven't had her on camera in a while, and it's been a few years, so we want to just check in with her for 2015. What's going on with costumes for this year?
Oh, this year's gone really good. We've had a lot of people coming up here looking at our rentals. There's so many 30-day stores out there with the package costumes, but we have the real deal. We have the nice quality, beautiful costumes that people can win prizes with and, just look fabulous with. So we've had a lot of people coming in already.
With it being on a weekend this year, Friday is October 30th and Saturday the 31st, so I know there's probably going to be an increase. Do you think there's going to be more rentals and so forth with it being specifically a weekend this year?
Oh, I'm sure. With Saturday the 31st Halloween, it'll be a lot more rentals and sales will be up also.
I'm curious to know, since the trick-or-treating is back in full force for a long time in Michigan City, has there been an increase in children's costumes?
Not really. I think children's costumes has stayed about the same, but I think people pretty much know that we have more of the adult stock up here. We have 1,200 of the adult costumes and maybe 50 kids.
And I know that you do draw from the LaPorte County area, St. Joe County, Porter County, what have you. So let's talk about, just some of the other nearby towns and cities that seem to be steady customers.
Yeah, I would say kind of an hour's range people come. We get a lot from LaPorte. There was people in here yesterday from North Judson. They've come from Knox and not too much Maryville because I think they have a lot of their own things down there. But although Crown Point, there was a costume shop down there that closed, so those people come here. I think a lot of people that just want the better quality things will drive, like a good 45-minute. Even Chicago sometimes we've had them come in from.
That's right, because people do hang around the area to do things. Now, do you remember last year, were there any groups that got in excess a number amount of costumes for an event?
Well, it's been a while. I know Blue Chip did the whole Wizard of Oz thing one year. But as far as businesses, they come in for the superheroes and, a lot of group of superhero stuff mostly.
And I know that what are going to be, do you expect will be maybe the top few of the women and men adult costumes for 2015?
I would say Star Wars, superheroes, and we've already have a lot of flappers and gangsters reserved. I'm not sure why this year with the flappers and gangsters, but I think we have 4 of each already gone, and for the first week of October, that's really good.
And of course, probably the weekend before, I think there might still be some activities that people do things early.
Definitely, yeah. There'll be parties the weekend before because then people want to throw their house party early, so they're free to go to the 31st parties. And there's a lot of things going on. I think there's a thing going on at the Armory that's for the public on the 31st, and a lot of the bars have their parties. Blue Chip has something going on, so if people don't have a party they're invited to, there's plenty of public things they can find and come get a costume for.
Good enough, Sue. Thank you so much again. I hope you have a great 2015. I'll be right back. About anything and everything you would want here can be found at Costume World, Michigan City, as we just look around a little bit at the many, many variety of costumes up here at the store, accessories, what have you. Many handsome faces. The time of year where people forget who they are and just try to be somebody else for Halloween. This concludes our 2015 Halloween show on Interesting Individuals. Big thank yous to pass along once again to Sue Copeland of Costume World here in Michigan City. Also to Tom Albano and all the athletes who were the monsters at the Purdue University North Central Haunted Trail over in Westville. Also a thank you to Andy Steele, John Baines, and Cindy Taylor. I'm Bill Landing. Once again, you can check out many shows and many past Halloween shows by scrolling through the Interesting Individuals YouTube site, and we've got a lot of photos on Facebook too, on my direct Facebook site. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great, happy, and safe Halloween.